hear ye. SocrDave decided that the only way to spend the first real week of drafting was to take a vacation. Mr. Total 05 hasn't been seen. He's meticulously adjusting projections for the UEFA Conference League between Djurgården and Arsenal. Not actually, but sort of. It is the off-season Soulcast. Are you David Static from the Soulcast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
To it, bro. Live a little.
Live a little.
Just live a little, guys.
All right, GM, everyone. Congrats to the new viewers that found the Swolecast. This is the only place that will tell you the truth. Best ball is beatable. And thank goodness that best ball is beatable, because I can only assume that SocrDave, who's now a grinder, Peter, he's on vacation. The Wi-Fi at his resort is a disaster. But I know he's getting those slow drafts in. I know before he left the contiguous United States, he entered into 50 slow puppies. He loaded up, the Zap model rankings found at lateroundquarterback.com and, just started value hounding the hell out of these slappies that are in the puppy right now, right? I mean, that's surely what's happening.
Yeah, I mostly agree. I think where I disagree is he only had $21 in his Under a Tog account. So he got into 7 Schnauzer slows is what he topped out at.
SocrDave, by the way, is commissioner of a dynasty league that I am in. Many industry folks are in this one, and he's just nowhere to be found. We had a team that was on the clock since 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon who were just notified that the rookie draft was happening. They didn't know that and Dave, by the way, has not weighed in from Hawaii. Just no clue where Dave's at, but he's doing a great job commissioning this league for sure.
What kind of trip planning do you think Kitchen does? Because I could see it going one of two ways. Like, it's typical Dave bullshit where he does like nothing, but I could also see him getting like weirdly obsessed about like one excursion and spending like 12 hours researching it.
I mean, I think we both know what he did, which is he went to ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity or whatever, and he said, I'd like to go on a vacation from these dates to these dates. He clicked the deep research button and he said, I want you to perfectly plan the entirety of my vacation with, what does he have? I believe Dave has three children. Three, three kids, my wife, and this is where we're staying. And I want you to just minute by minute, maybe hour by hour, plan out exactly what we're going to do on this vacation. 100%.
He did send me one text so the resort he's staying at, Lauren and I had gone there on our trip to Hawaii before we had April. So there's no picture of Kitchen here, but I'll pull up. This is what he sent me. This is, if you guys want to get inside the mind of Dave Kitchen right now, this is what he's looking out and seeing right now in beautiful Hawaii.
And Grok got him there, at the Grok, where are the best island women for a few massages while on vacation with the family?
Dude, you know what's so funny is when Lauren and I were there at this resort, we did get like the in-room massage, and they were local island women. So I know what Kitchen is getting up to. When God closes a door and the Ravens boot Justin Tucker, another man in Hawaii is there to get some nice massages.
SocrDave might be leading sort of an island revolt, against the cutting of Justin Tucker. It's just, man.
What did you think of their statement? Their little social media graphic announcing it.
We only cut him because he sucks. We only cut Justin Tucker because it has nothing to do with anything that happened off the field. We just cut Justin Tucker because he's terrible. It's a great example of how we've totally reverted from the mean from cancel culture. Now If you display a shred of empathy, everyone shits on you. If you could possibly do anything outside of just a cold black and white business sense, people are like, I'm boycotting the Ravens for not standing with Justin Tucker. But I do accept he missed a bunch of field goals.
It would have been like, the thing is the Ravens know too. It's like they can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. People are going to forget and move on. If we actually did live in a culture where they had to mince their words or be more careful with it, like the smart move would have been like, we know that this has been happening. We know Justin Tucker sucks. We know we're going to have to draft a kicker and replace him anyways. When he misses one of his mini kicks he missed last year, just fucking cut him on the spot. And then you can actually say, it's because you suck. This is why, and then you can just like sidestep all of this stuff. Whereas now they do it right after all of the allegations come forward.
Yeah, that, you know what? They should have old Yellered him after his like third wide left last year. Because how hard is it to find a kicker in the middle of the season? The Chiefs had 4 different guys kick field goals for them last year. You could just go find a guy. Jack Settleman could do it.
Jack Settleman still. You know what? I haven't seen those. Jack Settleman's Instagrams. It's one of two things. It's either him telling you how much he doesn't miss New York
he
does
not miss New York at all.
Glad.
Yeah.
Or it's him becoming training to become an NFL place kicker.
Yeah. Jack like setting a record for bad tweets during the Knicks and the Oklahoma City Thunder game yesterday. And I by the way have totally done a 180 on Jack. I just unironically enjoy him now, but his Knicks tweets absolutely
what
brutal.
The one I saw last night was so aggro too. It wasn't like, this is what he has said. What was this thing? I'm trying to find it because he was so pissed off.
Yes.
Did he delete it?
He was angry. Finish these motherfuckers.
But then he mixes in one that says, genuinely imagine not loving sports.
Jack is a funny guy. I mean, let's just like the dude. I
can't even, holy shit. He just was tweeting every single thought during this game.
Yeah.
I can't even find the tweet that I saw. Holy cow. All right. This is too much of a scroll for even me.
Yeah. Too much. All right. We are going to co-draft a Best Ball Mania team. Pete, this one's on me. And you can take your little smidgen of equity there. We did get a good comment on the stream last week. He said, "Is this all the Swolecast is now? Just drafting shitty best ball teams?
Really?
They ruined the show." And really my only thought for that was, what did you think the show was before? What was so great about the Swolecast before drafting best ball teams that you are yearning for a time before that happened?
Well, not to mention the Swolecast used to not exist in the offseason.
Used to not exist. just used to not. Now, I don't, correct me if I'm wrong. We didn't start doing. We started doing it during like NFT,
COVID,
so like COVID, yeah.
Yes. And we would
maybe he really is a fan of. Maybe he was a Cool Cats guy, or what was the one at Mooncats? Mooncats. Oh yeah. That Dave. Maybe he's a Mooncats holder.
Yeah, I do really like the idea of there just being a diehard Swolecast fan, and then like what straw broke the camel's back for them. Like it was the 19th best ball draft and not the 18th there. But yeah, we'll leave us in the comments. Yeah, let us know what it is about the Swolecast that you love, so we can better curate content for you.
I have a feeling the comments are not running it. All right. For the audio listeners, we got the rat pick. We were picking at the 112. Which I actually don't mind this year. Pepper Tony just noticed Tuttle isn't here. I sent him the link. There is one Champions League game today. It doesn't lock for 4 more hours actually. So Dan could be here if he wanted to be. If he wanted to, he would. And he does not want to.
I just realized too, last week there were two incredible clips that were circulated. There's first the Kitchen saying that this game is beatable, and then that's juxtaposed with your clip from Chip Chasing, where you told everyone watching and me and Pat that we're all going to lose and that you would bet any amount of money that we're going to lose. So I do love the glass half full and glass half empty dichotomy of you and Kitchen this summer.
The game is beatable. The game is beatable. I can see why Dave would view the game as beatable, because Dave,
he doesn't honestly believe that.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't honestly. But Dave is one of those guys where a thing has just often worked out for him in life. Like things just have like kind of just rolled, like a lot of 50-50, a lot of coin flips have gone Dave's way. So I could actually see how Dave could rationally think that. Yeah, Kitchen and I are the bus meme. We are. I actually agree with Dave that best ball, if you were able to run 1 million simulations for each season, I think that the winning players would win a lot. But there's, it's just one slate, brother.
Well, yeah. Yes. I mean, the way Kitchen is saying it's beatable, though, is not in the, strict sense or the, by definition. Kitchen is saying he is going to realize his ROI this year.
This year. Yeah. He's saying I'm going to realize my entries this year. All right. Nothing weird happening here. Normal, standard first round. Pete, what do you want to do here at the turn?
Let's see. Any combo of those top three.
I'm getting pretty woke to McCaffrey because I think he's just going to keep getting more expensive. I think there certainly is a chance that we see like McCaffrey could get to be the 5th pick in these drafts, I think, right?
Yeah. For sure. I mean, I think jumping that wall of wide receivers won't be too hard. The interesting thing is like, let's see. Yeah. I mean, I'm good with Bowers or BT.
Let's do, you know what? Let's do Bowers. That's how you balance out eating your vegetables with McCaffrey. You do the slappy Bowers at the 1-2 turn.
By the way, someone just tagged me on Twitter. And then they were tagging me in response to another tweet, and it said, "Happy Short King Week, 5-5 to 5-9 to those who celebrate May 5th to May 9th." Get it? 5-5.
Oh, that's a good bit. That is a very good bit. Yeah, that I should have done something. Should have done something for that. Short King.
And sorry, I apologize. I did not write an overview this week. It just felt weird for me to write jokes just to relay to Davis. There's something about both Kitchen and Davis being here that makes it seem palatable to do a stand-up set for two people.
For two people.
But we'll get in as many roasts of David Kitchen as we can in the next hour.
We're gonna have to see where Jerry Jeudy goes in this draft. A good bit would have been David covertly drafting from Hawaii. I mean, he can't enter from Hawaii.
Yeah, didn't he send a screenshot where he was trying already?
Yes. Yeah. He tuned into the because I did a Membies only on Friday, and he tuned into that, and he realized that he could not enter in Hawaii, which seems weird. I don't know why.
It does seem weird.
Hawaii is such a tourist paradise. You're not going to let people gamble in a tourist trap.
It's funny because when I went, it was March of 2022, and this was, obviously big board stuff, but that was back to where like even the enthusiasm for drafting, 100 pre-NFL draft best ball teams wasn't quite as frothy as it is now. So I think I genuinely got to just enjoy a trip without even thinking about drafting, whereas Kitchen is thinking about Jerry Jeudy's ADP right now.
Kitchen is, I mean, how many permutations has he gone? Like, has he Googled, is Deshaun Watson eligible to play in 2025? Do we think before the summer is done, are we going to get a Deshaun Watson hype clip? Like, are we going to have the Cleveland Browns team account tweeting out, QB1 looking good, eyes emoji, or is everyone in Cleveland, are they all just so over it that we're not even going to get the fake, oh, Deshaun Watson might return this year?
I think it's over it now that they have 4 different quarterbacks to choose from, and that doesn't even include Deshaun Watson. What if Kitchen, if Kitchen is going to pick up the baton for one of the Cleveland quarterbacks, I think it's either Shadur and being like, this poor kid has been through so much now after the draft slide, or it's just going to be Kenny Pickett. Like, I feel like Kitchen would really start standing Kenny Pickett hard.
You know, the Shadur thing is so interesting from David Kitchen group chat perspective, because one, you would think a young, rich, reportedly arrogant black quarterback would not be big in Kitchen's group chat, but Trump himself loves Dion. Trump was literally tweeting. Trump literally during the draft was tweeting, these NFL teams that are passing on Shadur Sanders, you're going to rue the day. Like the same thing he did for the Johnny Manziel draft fall. So I don't know how the David Kitchen group chat is going to respond to that.
Dude,
as Pepper Tony says, a no-win situation, I think, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're setting up for, is quite literally 0 wins.
Quite literally 0 wins. The Cleveland Browns, we just looked this up on ADP chasing. Epic stuff from Corain not being able to figure out the banner. 8 rushing touchdowns for the Cleveland Browns last year. 8.
Do you think if I wasn't watching there at the start, would that banner have just ran the entire show?
Whole show. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Dude, as someone who now streams regularly, I'm going to need you to all step in those situations when I'm not available.
Yeah, we gotta double tap.
We got a double tap wide receiver here.
Yeah, or it's gonna be piss chasing. So I think we should do Worthy, Tet. I'm good taking Hunter here.
Yeah. If we get sniped, let's just do Worthy, Tet.
Xavier Worthy, Tet McMillan. Look, anytime you can take a gadget wide receiver and Bryce Young's wide receiver 1. Absolutely got to do it.
You know, when you mentioned the guy who's pissed off about Swolecast doing drafts, I mean, the amount of people interested in drafts this early in the draft season, it is orders of magnitude more than last year. Like, dude, our draft, just you, me, and Pat drafting on Chip Chasing last week, has over 6,000 views. Oh, our first draft. That is
crazy. Yeah.
It was a very funny episode. People loved it, but like 6,000 views for a best ball draft in May is nuts.
How many views is my how many views next year will my NFC Conference Championship big board stream get? I mean, that's really the question. As Nick says, Corain's been solo streaming and his background cuts off the word analysis before the walk.
I have to, holy shit. Hey God, I have to pull this up. Cause I haven't even seen any of his,
he's been on like Wednesday afternoons. He's been firing up the streams on the Legendary Upside channel.
His are crushing too. I didn't even see his solo stream a week ago has 4.4K views.
Yeah. The truth is out there, man. The views.
All right. I did look, and unfortunately I don't see anal on here. It seems like the screen shares are all right. So you might have to send me a screenshot.
James, I don't think this is true. 6K views, maybe 50% of the viewers maxing BBM. That's about half the size of the total contest. That math, I'm sorry, just simply does not check out. That doesn't work.
No, I think there's multiple factors. I still attribute, one of the biggest factors is that Mason Dodd, Fantasy Flock, biggest channel, also Ercolano, BDGE, they have normalized underdog drafts not being this scary foreign concept to normie fantasy football players. They watch Mason draft these teams. They're now more comfortable with it. Before, they would see us drafting one of these teams and be like, what the fuck is this? What is this format? It's foreign to me. Now it's this normal thing for them. And so I think they have provided like this on-ramp of like, oh yeah, I've seen Mason do this. I'll go watch this channel draft a team. Like I do almost fully attribute the kind of this early blowing up of those guys normalizing it.
Yeah. So then what are the August views going to be like? Are we going to be getting like Best Ball Breakfast, like 1,300, 1,300 concurrence on Best Ball Breakfast?
Yeah. I mean, that's when all those guys make their hay. Ours will be more flat. Like the real spikes come from, top 5 league winners. You must draft.
Oh, trust me, dude. I'm in the content mines thinking. Really, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to think about a way to make that content that I'll actually like. Like I've been doing these videos with Buck where we just argue, just like trying them out. And I think like tweaking that format and stylizing it a little bit more, I think there is some room there. But I've just been thinking about like, how can we get past the 7,000 people who already know who I am?
Wow, 7,000.
7,000. Yes, I have noticed this. This is what Mason does. They call the underdog drafts mock drafts. I'm all about the clickbait. I haven't been able to get there for the clickbait.
So the reason I understand the concept for this, and I understand it for those channels, but I also know normie is like looking for a mock draft in May. You know what I mean? Like I get it for August where you're like, yeah, I'm looking for practice. Right. I wouldn't be titling stuff mock drafts in May though.
All right. August 1st though. I'll be doing mock drafts. All right. We're up. I think we definitely go Olave here. Do you want to take Godwin, Debo, Jennings, Harvey?
I would double tap wide receiver again, personally.
Man, I think this is actually a bit of a slide on Harvey.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a slide, but Jennings paired with CMC is kind of nice.
Or we can do an homage to David Kitchen and get a playmaker. We could take Jerry Jeudy.
I actually don't. I don't mind Jerry Jeudy. I think I prefer Jennings on this team, but I don't care.
So we have Mahomes, Bryce, and Geno live at quarterback. I'll do whatever you want. I don't care.
Do Jennings.
All right. Pete, how many rookie draft for you this week is actually like not? You're probably in like 3 dynasty leagues.
That I think is actually exactly correct. 3, yeah.
Yeah. So you actually don't have an insane amount. You're not on the clock. You're not arguing group me trades.
No, but I do get really excited for I have one dynasty league that's been running 10 plus years. I actually wrote about it in the Fantasy Life newsletter because I was on the clock at 2:02 and I just could Golden was there, Burden was there, and Higgins, and I just sat there paralyzed. I ended up taking Burden, but I get really excited about the dynasty drafts that I do have.
I read every Fantasy Life newsletter every morning when I'm at the gym. I always have it pulled up. I get every morning. I get there's like a finance one. There is Coach Dan Casey's play of the day, which is exactly it's just a cool football play.
Really, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, it's really cool. You would like it. Not that he needs any help from me. He is like 200,000 subscribers, but it is cool. And then I get the Fantasy Life newsletter. And
nice.
Here's a secret of newsletters for me. If you send it to me after 7 a.m., I am never ever reading it because by then I'm already started my day. I can read it when it comes to me at the gym.
Yeah, it is interesting. Most newsletters drop in the inbox, and it's true for me too. Like I subscribe to like Morning Brew and the Hustle.
Morning Brew is good,
and I like reading through those. But yeah, early morning ones are where you need it's basically it's crazy because it's just replaced what used to. I was thinking about this the other day, like as a kid, how excited I would get when the newspaper got thrown in our driveway and I'd run out there. I wanted to grab the
read the
sports
newspaper
section
every morning.
Yeah. And just and now that experience is just like scrolling through newsletters in my inbox.
Well, it's funny because actually the first thing that I do is I check the scores from the night before because I go to sleep so early that like I like a bad fan or whatever. I did not stay up to watch the second half of Denver, Oklahoma City last night. It's just like I can't sacrifice. I read in between sets. I'm not looking at my phone. I don't have a dumbbell in one hand, but if you're taking 2 to 3 minutes between your sets, what do you just don't have Twitter open or whatever?
My routine is I lift and watch you guys on ADP chasing on Tuesdays. That's how I get, some people listen to metal. I just listen to small ADP movements in the underdog landscape to get me fired up for my
just get so tilted. You're just like, I cannot believe these idiots are disrespecting Derrick Henry. Yeah.
I'm still, the thing, Shope has started to get like pretty name droppy with all these cool guests that he has on the radio. And
on the radio.
And yet still, I mean, has he asked you? Has he asked Karain? Has he asked Jacob? Has he asked me? When are we going to get some of the radio?
Buddy, I don't think we're big enough. I don't think we're big enough for WGR.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's tough.
This is very funny. I was watching the Blues game and Binnington had made like 7 consecutive unbelievable saves, and we got the bring back of the Matic mush because the Blues stopped trying to possess the puck with 9 minutes left in this game on Sunday. It was like one of the most unbelievable things. The playoff hockey has been very good, but yeah, I did do a classic Matic mush. And my favorite hockey team also, 5 minutes left, game 7, gave up 3 goals to their old teammate, Mikko Rantanen. That was back to back. It was not great. Kitchen is on the island, brother. All right, Pete. Probably got to take Brian Robinson Jr. here, or Swift, I guess.
Swift,
Burden.
You could go. Is there any chance Caleb comes back?
It really just depends.
Yeah, no. Let's do Swift for sure, and then I think we keep pushing.
We could do Caleb Swift.
We'll take Swift first.
Done.
Honestly, I'd rather take Burden and then just push quarterback, see if we can get it.
Yeah, there is a chance that one of Caleb or Jennings or Caleb or Purdy comes back. It's not a huge chance, but
Purdy's like Burden. ADP of what? Like 104, 105. So what's our next pick?
107, and our next pick is 108. It just depends. Yeah. So we have Jennings, so I guess let's see. The Ayuk drafter. Oh, the Ayuk drafter picks right before us and does not have a quarterback, so he's probably not going to come back to us.
Yeah, I still don't mind it. I just feel like, man, you do these drafts, right? And you hit this pocket where the best picks are all quarterbacks. There's plenty of these guys, whether it's Dak or Love or Lawrence, we can back stack them. So it's like push the quarterback, see if you get the value stack. If not, the 2v2s on like Luther Burden versus, who are the wide receivers going to go in that 115 range? It is desolate.
Dust. Complete dust. Yes, we have, this is the quarterback window from after Mahomes goes. So from Baker to Goff, I consider that like the quarterback window. And those dudes all go in between like 87 and 110.
Yeah, and you get some cover here too, right? Because there's Bo Nix and Fields on the board, which are quarterbacks people are comfortable playing naked too.
Fields getting no competition in the draft has made it much easier to push quarterback because some people will just naturally prefer Fields.
Yeah. And I think we played this right. Quarterback, everyone in this room is kind of agreed to play a game of chicken with quarterback here, which sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. All right. So again, for the audio listeners, we have drafted no quarterbacks. We have drafted Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift. No injury fragility in that running back room. Xavier Worthy, Ted McMillan, Chris Olave, Juwan Jennings, Luther Bird, and Brock Bowers. We are not beating the Slappy allegations with this team, sadly.
The other reason I like pushing it, and I always forget about Geno with Bowers, but with Geno and with Bryce Young, I mean, those are two of the better cheap quarterbacks. So if you get more, like say you had Commanders and you had Eagles and you had Bills, and then it's like, fuck, I have no quarterback options, but we have plenty.
Yeah. And I mean, Bryce is like pretty reasonable, Yeah. Bryce at the end was like kind of feisty for fantasy. Not that I don't think that is like the median expectation, but he ended the season. I mean, he ran a little bit too. He had a 5 for 68 in one game against Arizona. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was the perfect storm. It was like their defense sucked. They were trailing every game and they're playing in the NFC South against bad defenses. It was like shootout ingredients galore.
Josh Norris was right, dude. Turns out, his nonstop tweeting about Bryce Young, he was right. Hashtag Josh Norris was vindicated about.
Look at this quarterback run.
These dudes are pissing purple. Purdy going to the Kittle drafter. Dude, your wide receiver 3 is a Emeka Egbuka. I guess wide receivers don't matter. I mean, if there's anything we learned, wide receivers are basically all the same. All right, so we struck out a quarterback. We can't take Herbert. We can't take May. I think we definitely do one of these running backs, Mason or Tootin.
Let's do Mason, because that like can open up McCarthy as like another option there.
Ty Felton, man. Ty Felton, 3rd round wide receiver. No one wants to mention him.
Man, the 3rd round wide receivers are going to be interesting as the off season progresses.
All right, Mason, and then
you want to
do Herbie?
Like, dude, how about what if we did Shaheed and you set up the last round Shuck pick?
Oh, it's absolutely disgusting.
Go sort by ADP after we get Mason here.
It's sorted by ADP.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do Mason. Let's do Shaheed.
Might as well just keep doing these.
Well, let's just keep pushing it. And we have Geno live as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Besh. Yeah. Taking May and Williams is damn, I couldn't think of a good one off the top of my head.
Tune in for the leg up anal stream if you want to see that one.
I'm a Shuck Slappy Now neighborhood, man. He also has a golden retriever named Murphy. So I've now been fully Shuck pilled now. I mean, what can I do?
My portfolio is going to be like split on Drake May. I'm going to have all of these shares of him at 110 that I drafted with Pat, and then all my other shares will be at 125 around his ADP.
That's so good. Oh, I can't even check my email this week. It's all MFL and FFPC notifications. It says 17 unread emails.
Well, I'm in that quarantine draft with you guys, but I just like don't participate. Like you guys are all in a GroupMe chat. I still refuse to download whatever the fuck GroupMe is. Like I just can't.
I don't know why are you being so antisocial, Pete?
I'm very social. It's like, can we just get on a platform? Like, shouldn't the Fantasy Cares leagues this year, I love that they put those chats in Discord now. And it's just like, oh, that makes it easy. I mean, GroupMe in 2025. I mean, not even WhatsApp, not even Telegram, GroupMe. I don't need another app, Davis.
I believe that this is just like, when we started these leagues like 6 years ago, that was just what we decided. And so we're just not undeciding it.
Yeah. I get the notifications. I saw your big Genty trade. I saw you get Hunter. I don't think I have early picks in that one. I've been trying to win and failing.
You have, or I have your picks.
Oh yeah, because we did the Garrett Wilson trade, right?
And then we did the Garrett Wilson trade, and then and then we did Rashee Rice after that.
I have Rashee Rice.
You have Rashee Rice.
What did I give you for Rashee Rice? I don't even remember that trade. I remember the Garrett Wilson one.
A 2026 first.
Okay. Wow.
Totally cromulent deal. I mean, I just gave Genty to Leone for like nothing. Because
You're the guy that said you would give up 4 first-round picks for Genty. Why did you sell him for nothing?
Because, Peter, people in this league, some people are like you. They're just tuned out. They're just not. They're not responding to trades. And I am trying to be the worst team in the history of Dynasty Fantasy Football. I have no good players. I have absolutely no good players. So Genty does nothing for me. And like the consequences of Genty being bad or getting hurt as a rookie is like sets me back a whole nother year of tanking.
Did you, with our Garrett Wilson trade, was it Rome who you selected with that pick?
No.
Was it like 106? It
was Worthy.
It was Worthy? Okay.
Yeah, because I have my only good players on the whole team are Neighbors, Worthy, and Bo Nix. Might have been Bo Nix that I took actually with the pick, but it's the worst team of all time. But I do have a lot of picks. There's nothing like having a lot of picks.
Let the record show. I will respond to a trade offer in MFL, sometimes counter whatever. I'm just not hanging out in the group me all day.
It's sad, man. It's just everyone just wants to be your friend. You know, we're trying to we're trying to digitally connect across, borders. And
I do like how like busy, ostensibly these people are, and then it's just like Leone and Dink devoting hours and hours.
Okay. The funniest thing about these leagues is that Drew Dinkmeyer is like this. Drew Dinkmeyer is a dad. He's married. He's got all these things going on. I'm a co-manager with Dink in some leagues, and Dink is like 11 o'clock at night texting me like marginal moves. Like, do you think we should trade down from the 211 to the 302 in this league? Here are the options. Here's available now. And here's what we'd be trying to accomplish. I'm like, Dink, your brain, man. I wish I had the initiative and the organizational forethought that you do.
I think there's a Stockholm syndrome with the grinding. The NBA season is winding down, all of it. And it's like, yeah, I need the break. But then you're like, what do I do with my time? What do I do? Oh, I'll haggle back and forth with Davis on a super flex tight end premium dynasty trade.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to get a little aggressive with quarterbacks here, just being on the turn. I would be down for like doing Love and Bryce Young or something.
What if we do Penix and Pitts?
Gee. I mean, the thing is, Penix has been falling a lot in drafts.
Well, let's take Bryce. We have to get aggressive. Let's take Bryce with the first one.
Yeah.
Do you want to take? Well, we have Shuck. Actually, we have Shuck, so we should take a running back here. And then just whatever happens at quarterback happens.
Take Spears. That if Ward becomes a potential there too.
Sure. Probably the first time I've drafted Tajay Spears. This is gonna be a bad team. It's gonna be a bad team, Peter.
Not great. Why don't you like Tajay Spears?
Dude, he doesn't have an ACL.
I'm so sick. I mean, we gotta find a new Snapple cap fact for Tajay Spears.
I don't know. I also think Pollard's good.
Yeah. I think though what we saw, we know Tajay Spears can have a little standalone role. Like they'll give him some work there. They gave him the entire backfield when Pollard was out at the end of last season. Pollard isn't necessarily a picture of health. The offense is going to be improved with Cam Ward. I think your standalone value alone can kind of give this pay off this price. And then it's like really nice contingent upside. Like if Pollard wasn't here, we'd be drafting Spears in the 5th round. I think Spears would be like a top 15 back. projection wise, most weeks. They didn't bring in anyone of significance in the draft. I don't know. I think Spears is kind of like the Charbonnet type pick where it's like, yeah, it's not that sexy, but like everything is still intact with the thesis of the play.
I've got some breaking news. Anthony Richardson has completed a 4-yard out for the first time in his life.
Man, he almost sailed him. Sailed him.
This is the most breaking news training camp clip I've ever seen. Because Anthony Richardson has never completed one of these before, to my knowledge. I think I'm back in. Jacob tried to get me out, and now I'm back in.
I am the opposite of a film watcher, but like this throw like reminds me of watching Shaq trying to shoot a free throw. It's just like
it's so deliberate. It's so deliberate.
It does go in like Shaq would make some of his free throws, but it's just like, what are we doing? It's so unnatural.
Yeah, it's not great. Crack Rock, your boy, the guy you platformed, Mr. Rock himself, is reporting that the Colts have Daniel Jones as the quarterback.
You're giving us credit / blame for platforming Crack Rock.
I would have never heard about Mr. Rock without ship chasing. There you go. Cam Ward, 147.
Are you still in a group chat with him and like the other FFPC boomers?
So Crack Rock got kicked out of that group chat.
You outlasted Crack Rock in that chat. That's incredible.
Yeah, the FFPC boomers like me. I think they just kind of think I'm funny. But yeah, I am in. Like of all the high volume FFPC grind. I don't comment in that thread very often, but I do get to see it. I do get to see what's going on behind the scenes, and it's pretty funny.
What's the pulse check in there? What's good in that neck of the woods?
Let's see. I would say it's actually literally my most active Twitter DM. Like
wow.
like yes. These dudes post every day. So right now they all just got done doing their they did their big gorilla or whatever. And I
still don't know what that
It's the big contest on FFPC this year. And
there's like special prizes with it, right? That's why it's called the gorilla or something.
Yes. Let's make these picks and then we can go back to it. So I think we definitely just take Gino here.
For sure.
All
but
right,
you see
Gino,
this with Penix? Like Penix really falls in drafts right now.
I think ETR has him in like
dude, let's do
whatever.
Should we do Leggett and just get that double with Bryce?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, and we could even do Jatavian Sanders, dude. All right.
I'm on board.
Gino and Leggett. So they asked me if I wanted to be in this draft, but then apparently someone was non-committal. I was like, yeah, sure. And then someone was non-committal before, and I was like, so the guy was non-committal. He can do it if he wants to. And they decided to be in. Your boy Todd, Best Ball Todd, is in the FFPC Grinders chat. Just living his truth.
That's all we can do out there is live our truth.
Yeah. Yes, it is. This is my version of Kitchen's group chat. True. Pete, who is your favorite rookie wide receiver?
Cost adjusted or just like
the one you want to take the most in Best Ball Mania?
Honestly, it might be Luther Burden.
Oh wow. You got turned to the dark side, Pete.
I think it's Luther Burden. I just think it's so binary. Like if he hits the way he hits, like compared to Golden, I just think could be a smash. And it definitely has a ton of bust risk. But man, all the signs that Ben Johnson is telling us, I'm just trying to get inside the mind of Ben Johnson. And I think Luther Burden's a big part of what he wants to do.
According to the reason why Crack Rock got kicked out, according to the remaining members of the people in the chat, is that he welched on a bet of some variety.
Really?
Yeah. Like I think I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was like a I have no idea. I don't know the context, but that is according to other members of the current FFPC Boomer group chat.
I will not speak to whether Crack Rock pays his debts or not because I have no experience with that. But I will say he has welched on going to the ship chasing meetup about 3 years straight. So I can confirm that.
Yeah, I have no way of confirming or denying, but that is just what has been communicated to me. My favorite rookie wide receiver is definitely Besh.
Dude, I can't believe that you are so. I was listening to you talk about it on ADP chasing. Like you just constantly living your life trying to erase Jacoby Myers from existence. I won't stand for it.
Jacoby Myers has done a good job erasing himself from kind of the group consciousness throughout time. But Jacoby Myers can get his. If Geno throws for 3,800 yards and 27 touchdowns, there's more than enough meat on the bone for the 3 Raiders to be fine.
I mean, if that thesis is correct, I mean, Geno's massively undervalued. The Raiders are going to be like a top 5 offense in the league. They have the best tight end in the league. In this scenario, you're projecting like a pretty big Besh breakout. They have the best running back in the league. Like they're gonna have to be scoring like Bucks level points.
No, they just have to be concentrated. You just have to send Trey Tucker and Christian Wilkerson and DJ Turner and Michael Mayer to 0.
Yeah. I mean, even with Geno last year on the Seahawks, when they had just an insane pass rate, it wasn't like all 3 of those. You were getting like one of them going off. A tight end wasn't even being used. Tyler Lockett wasn't doing much. Like, I don't know.
They were also chopping and changing. Like Lockett and Bobo and Barner and Fant were all doing like between 40% and 60% route shares. It was a mess.
Yeah, but what makes you think? I mean, this is again a Pete Carroll. I mean, Pete Carroll like invented the tight end by committee.
No, it's a Chip Kelly offense, brother.
We shall see.
Pete Carroll is not even an offensive coach.
Yeah, I think assuming that it condenses that much might be a little bold.
I am betting against Michael Mayer, Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Christian Wilkerson, DJ Turner, and these guys.
All right, what do we got?
Any running back you want. Roshan's probably like the CLV pick.
Not with Swift team. Let's do Neil with all of our New Orleans shit.
Sure. Devin Neal. Do you want to take Sanders?
I'm down. Just rip it in.
We're all in on Bryce.
All right, and are we committed to Shuck, I guess?
I don't think we can play it by ear. It's probably better as a 3 quarterback team. When Geno Smith is your quarterback 1, you probably don't really have a quarterback 1.
You just told me that Geno and Chip Kelly are about to orchestrate the greatest show on turf, so maybe it is a 2 quarterback.
I think Jack Besh can get 762 yards and 5 touchdowns with most of that production back weighted.
Yeah. I can see it. It feels
perfectly reasonable.
It feels like Jalen McMillan-y to me, where you need the contingent kind of play for it to hit, which is fine. I'm fine making contingent bets, but you're also paying.
Jalen McMillan was a 3rd-round pick, not a 2nd-round pick, and was behind Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers are comparable target
runners. But Jalen McMillan didn't even play to begin the year.
Right. I mean, I don't think like Jack Besh being out there, the argument you guys were having, like he's going to run routes, but like the ball, he's quite literally 4th in the pecking order at best.
What if he's 3rd though?
So because you want to erase Jacoby Myers, but I mean,
what this tweet presupposes is that he can get a 17% target share of a high volume offense.
I think we're close to drafting Besh at like the tippity top of what you need to happen. I think you like basically need an injury when you're taking him inside 100 or whatever, where I've seen him go now.
Well, I can tell you this: we're definitely going to get him cheaper than he is now. So,
because the argument that you're making for like Besh, yes, he's going to be on the field in 3 wide receiver sets, but you can start to go talk about a lot of those 3rd round wide receivers. I know he's a 2nd round, but you can start talking about Pat Bryant being out there in 3 wide receiver sets. You can start talking about, Ty Felton passing Naylor, Savion Williams potentially being like.
oh, don't get me wrong. I would love to talk myself into all of these.
I'm saying if you're willing to talk yourself into Jack Besh this much, you could certainly talk yourself into an 18th round flyer on those guys.
It's just being a 2nd round pick historically means much more than a 3rd round pick. Just like if you don't care about the individual situation, you just don't try and be fancy at all, and you just say 2nd round pick, 3rd round pick, you would win more often than you would lose.
The one other kind of interesting wrinkle, though, to a lot of those 3rd round picks is the teams like gave up significant capital to go up and get them. Tesla, the Bryant, which is also another level of like, we need someone to come up with like a cool draft capital adjusted metric for like trade ups, where it's like basically saying that Pat Bryant has Tesla has like a round 2.5 capital.
Well, the funniest one is Woody Marks, who is a day 3 pick, but they traded a round 3 pick to go get him.
On the other hand, the 49ers have loved it historically trading up to draft dusty running backs that
Total
they never
dust. Yes, yeah. Remember Danny Gray? Yeah. Great example would be Torrey Horton. I mean, I just have no interest. A day 3 pick who's like mega buried.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you could take him sometimes in the 18th round or whatever, but that would be an example of saying, I know ball. Just like whatever. Yeah, sure, Torrey Horton's good. I'll have a big bag in the big board. All right. Do you want to take Tyler Shuck? I didn't even see where he even went.
No, for sure. I mean, we have 3 other New Orleans players. We need Tyler Shuck to be the truth.
All right. Tyler Shuck and his dog named Murphy. Who do you want to take as our final running back? I'm pretty Jarquez Hunter pilled.
I'm fine with that. I think a lot of these guys are pretty sad. I like Shipley and Lloyd a good bit, but I'm fine with Hunter. Let me see our 5 running backs. CMC.
We need some juice. We need some juice because we have some dusty dusts here.
Sure. Let's get one.
Or guy. Can I talk you into Jordan James with McCaffrey?
No, not right now.
The ping pong weeks, dude. Have you thought about it? Have you thought about the ping pong weeks with McCaffrey? This is week 16. He comes back in week 17. They're ping ponging, dude.
Literally the worst guy to try to play the ping pong card with. If Jordan James is crushing for a team, this team is dusted.
Who is your favorite ping pong or Hancock?
Well, I did the Trevion Henderson Ramondre with Pat the other day.
That's the best one. I agree. That is the best one.
I think Pollard and Spears is fine.
Pollard and Spears, I don't. That's fine. I'm not that excited about the Tennessee Titans, I guess.
That's just your rejection of Dave.
That's my anti-David Kitchen bias. See, Chuba and Rico, that one feels a little bit weird because I'm like, man, little Etienne might be getting in there.
I think like the way I've always thought about it is I either want them to play pretty different positions, essentially Gibbs and Montgomery, Trevion and Ramondre, essentially going to play different positions, or I want them both to be cheap. The Chuba Rico, it's like I think Rico's more of just a true 1-for-1 handcuff. But Chuba, you're spending a 5th round pick on. Which makes it a little tougher for me to stomach. But I guess Rico's pretty cheap, so it's not the worst thing.
My ping pong speech worked on somebody.
This is what Davis says you're going to lose. He's talking about people who adopt.
I'm talking about people who ping pong. Saquon Shipley, that one feels like it's shitty because your Barkley's success is so integral to your team.
That's the issue because it's like you just lose to the teams who took Shipley by itself and also have
Jahmyr
Gibbs instead.
Yeah. I don't think anyone really takes that. That one feels too pricey. Gibbs and Montgomery together.
No, that was the first year, when Gibbs was a rookie. He was like a 3-4 turn pick or something.
He was cheaper. Yeah.
But I just mean like that's an example of a backfield where two running backs play different positions.
See, Henry and Justice Hill, that one just feels pointless. Justice Hill is not going to have a bigger role if Derrick Henry tears his ACL. Just like it'll
not
be
to mention, I've been told that Keaton Mitchell had a miraculous recovery.
Keaton Missile, they call him, Peter.
I've been meaning to look up this thing here about Keaton Mitchell.
Well, he led the NFL in rush yards over expectation on like 90 carries or whatever 2 years ago.
Dude, speaking of these guys returning, it's just like the most depressing thing. It's just like every other day there's some Nick Chubb training highlight. And like he admittedly looks awesome. He's squatting an absurd amount of weight. Yesterday he was doing like steeplechase. He was like, jumping over whatever. And he looks awesome. He looks spry. But it's just like he might just be a gym warrior at this point. And I don't know if it's translating to the football field for him.
I mean, it didn't translate last year, brother.
No, that's what's so great. You see him in the gym and you're like, this guy is an athletic marvel. And then you watch him get 2.5 yards in a cloud of dust on every single carry. And you're like, what's happening?
There are a lot of people on earth who can bench 225 who could not execute like a spin move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me.
All right. Final team. I'm going to say it's not our best work out of the turn. Bryce Young, Geno Smith, Tyler Shuck, Christian McCaffrey, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Mason, Tajay Spears, Devin Neal, Jarquez Hunter, Xavier Worthy, Ted McMillan, Chris Olave, Juwan Jennings, Luther Bird, and Rashid Shaheed. Xavier. That is a slappy ass wide receiver room, Peter.
I will say this. If we could get one of Caleb or Brock to fall back to us, then all of a sudden
we're feeling way better. Yeah.
Feels really good.
Yeah, because the Shaheed Jordan Mason turn just feels like such a white flag.
That was just capitulation to the room there.
Fields would have fit nice on this team. Because
quarterbacks go late and because a lot of them are falling, the teams where you don't either perfectly catch the value pocket or get the big slider, which you can get with these guys, like it always just feels a little gross. Like us having to reach for Bryce, being on the turn really puts you in a pickle if you don't get the faller, because then you're having to reach for it.
Yeah. Steph isn't here to give us a grade.
I don't want Steph's grades anymore. She's been too hard on me lately. She gave me a C- the other day.
You know what this is? That's what I'm going to label this. This is a 7th place ass team. Only 38 total drafts for me, Peter. I gotta pick up the pace. I'm not, you know what it is? It's that I'm also grinding MLB dailies a little bit.
Wow.
And so I don't have as
Have
much
you solved
pure
it?
time. Not even close. I stack the athletics when they're at home.
Solved.
What did I say? 7th place ass team.
Was this
ass?
Whoa, I'm ahead of you on BBM. I'm at 10.
I've been doing when I solo stream. I've just been doing puppies because I don't want to waste the bullets.
See, I think about 10 a week is the pace, because you're assuming 4 months, about 16 weeks. 10 a week would get you between, over 150 there, 150 to 160.
Kitchen does not get a cut of this. No cut.
You gotta be here to get the cut. I mean, that would honestly be probably the most compelling thing of like this team. Davis, imagine if this team was like on the regular season leaderboard for the entire year, like top 10, and you and me have a segment where we check in on it every week, and Kitchen has to pretend to be happy for us. And if he wasn't in Hawaii, he would have had a third of it. God, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Many people are saying that I might it might have been not optimal for like mental health or just like battery to do 150 streamed big boards.
No, I think the other portion of it is like when I did it, it felt like a feat, and now we're actually having to pace ourselves to not overshoot it because it's
That's
so
the thing.
easy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so it the 20-second clocks, man. It's just they just fly by.
Yeah, but even all of mine have been 30-second for Best Ball Mania because I'm streaming. I'm doing the 30-second.
When I stream by myself, I do the 20-second because I'm just like,
yeah.
ugh.
Well, it is true. Like, I remember if if the fill rate ever got crazy and you were like slightly behind, the 20-second makes it so much easier to catch up. Because I remember when I was doing the math for mine, and I'm just like, at minimum, you have to bank 45 minutes and probably 50 minutes just to be safe to get an 18-round 30-second in.
Yeah.
Now you can say like 30 minutes, and you could bang out, if you needed to do a marathon stream, like a 6-hour, you could like get in 12 drafts, pretty realistically.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing, I'm doing a marathon stream next week. I need to get some graphics.
I thought it was this week.
I didn't get, I realized about the dumbest possible thing I could do would just be like, wake up on Wednesday and be like, hey everyone, I'm going to be live for 8 hours. I need to give people some advance warning. Let it be like, this is happening. It would be a very bad idea to put 8 hours or 7 hours or whatever into a stream and then just have it be my normal click through rate and attend. Like, terrible idea. So trying to work marginally. This is a good question. Which best ball streamer has the most streamed draft time? I mean, I assume I've got to be a favorite. If you're including football drafts. Now, if you're including dailies, it might be John
Davis.
Ness.
With all due respect, there's no way you're even fucking close to me. It's just not even
all
close.
time. No, all time. No, of course not. I mean, you have a 3-year head start on me. If we go since I started.
Someone can go tabulate it. I assume this question was an
all-time. Well, here's the deal, man. Then we're getting into the Jerry Rice versus Randy Moss. Are we thinking peak? Are we thinking apex? Or are we thinking longevity?
Sure.
Yeah. If we only include stats for which I'm eligible, then I win easily, and that is a good point. Okay, Peter, what do you have on your channel this week, and then what are we doing on Ship Chasing on Thursday?
Yeah, Ship Chasing Thursday. We got JJ, our white whale that we
he made time for us.
Yeah. I mean, once Kitchen was on vacation and, stopped running his, working JJ to the bone, he was finally able to free up some time.
It's been like at Late Round Industries this week with David off.
Yeah, it's just JJ just sipping a pina colada in his backyard. Let's see. So Danny Kelly and JJ joining us for a Dynasty mock draft. We did the pre-NFL draft one, so now we want to do one after the NFL draft. We should also pull up our pre-NFL draft one before and just see how hilarious some of those were. And then, I'm going to do a sprint draft with the Badge Bros here in a few. We'll have typical lulls, and that's about it for me.
Here, when are you guys streaming this?
1:30.
The sprint. Let me see. They probably have not given me permission, so I'm going to try and see if I can do.
No, it's on. Yeah, well, it's on. I think we co-stream it, but it's on both channels.
All right, redirect. There we go. It's a sprint, not a marathon. You're going to be transitioned right to that from this. So make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Tell a friend about the channel. I do think we could get this channel to 10,000. We just need to work a little bit harder, a little bit smarter, but there will be a way for us to figure that out. Yes. If you are a member, if you'd like to become a member to this, we are going to be doing a swole cut for the PGA Championship. So be locked in for that. And we'll see.
When is that? When is the PGA?
The PGA Championship is in 3 weeks, I believe.
Is that right before Memorial Day?
Oh no, it's 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
So the show 2 weeks from now will be the Swolcutta for the PGA Championship. So if you want the ability to participate in that, become a member, click the join button. And yeah, we'll see y'all then. Later, everybody.
Peace.
Are you David Static from the Skullcast? I was like, yep, that's me.
I just want you guys to know I'm total dust. I'm the problem.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Leave it to the guy with the crypto dunes, Abby, to not understand context.
I should have known you getting 30 likes was directly written by someone else.
You know me, I don't do a ton of research before the show.
I've put no research into this. Don't know if it's true at all.
You're on the right show.
Anecdotal tape.
To it